Today's date is August 18th, 2020, Tuesday. The time is approximately 9:53 a.m. on notebook 36, page number 2116. I was just starting a letter to the Public Safety Minister, Ottawa, and to Psychologist Associate Kristen Rim from Stony Mountain Institution. And this is just to show, this is what I'll be working on after the call. But I'm about to call the Winnipeg Police Services Chief's line. And I am going to call about several cases, including human trafficking, laying up information against Sergeant Hawes from the Professional Standards Unit, accessory to murder, that would be my mother's murder, and crime against humanity for them not processing any of my complaints or any of the information, and fraud. So the number I'll be calling is 204-986-6037. Oh, I don't know where I put my voice recorder.
Good morning, Chief's Office. Meg speaking.
Hi, Meg. This is Curtis Hastings calling.
Yes.
Hi. I'm just calling. It's been a few weeks since I called, about a good month. I was evicted illegally by the Winnipeg Police at my residence on Lauren Avenue in July. Approximately between 10 police officers and Justice Department are implicated. I am able to prove a criminal conspiracy to commit intimidation. I wrote all the transcripts down, everything that happened, and I have the legal. Oh yeah. I'm going to be going to the media right away, and I'm going to be asking for them to all be charged. I already have the laying of the information, so I just need to go before a staff justice to have them see if there's enough evidence to proceed the charges. So there's that issue. I'm going to go to City Hall right away. I'm going to deliver several mail packages about that issue as well to Mayor Brian Bowman. There's also the issue of Sergeant Hawes from the Professional Standards Unit. Since the detectives do not want to investigate anything and I'm laying my own informations, Chief Danny Smyth has refused to respond to anything. Could I now be put into touch with Gord Perrier, since he's in charge of the uniform operations, and all my allegations are against uniform operations at this point?
I don't know that, sir.
Because I'm trying to, like, I have my laying of informations against Chief Danny Smyth, and I have approximately 16 supporting signatures confirming that he broke the law here, and they're not allowing me to process this. I also reported a possible murder of my mother on July 18th, and the next day I was evicted by the police, right? So I'm concerned this was an act, probably an accessory to murder, what happened on on the 19th of July with the illegal eviction, because the next day they evicted me illegally, and I was trying to report the murder of my mother and they won't let it. So I'm going to be alleging that was most likely an act of an accessory to a murder. And Meg, I'm also experiencing, when I was at Staples, that a incident that someone had covertly stole my statements trying to report my mother's murder against Lori Dawson. So I'm concerned I'm being followed around by police and they're stealing my materials. They're committing these conspiracies on me to have me evicted from my residence with the intent to obstruct and to act as an accessory to my allegations. So Meg, you're still there, right?
I'm listening. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, no, I hear you, and I hear you. You're just you're the secretary, and all you can say is, "Hey, he called again," right? I get it.
Yes.
So this is what I was going to do, because I'm recording this. I'm going to go to the media. I'm going to go to CNN. The human trafficking case. Remember, I was reporting about a little boy by the name of Darius.
Yes.
Okay, a month later, a boy by the name of Darius drowned in the river a few blocks over. That was not the same Darius, and then. My brother was also stabbed 23 times, and they tried to break his arms in Stony on May 24th. This is all like within days and weeks of all these incidents happening. Since that time, I've been in fear of my life of reporting these allegations to Lyra, to you guys, or to anyone. I'm scared to go out anywhere to formally report this because I'm scared my family are going to be murdered again. So that's why I was asking you if I can speak to the deputy police chief, because at this point, the human trafficking case, whether there was any conspiracy or not, that's still a human trafficking case, and the police failed to identify the victims or whoever.
Mm-hmm.
So those police officers will be charged for human trafficking. I'm working on the laying of the informations right now. So there's going to be that landlord incident. That's at 8 police officers, 2 Manitoba Justice, and the landlord. And I'm pursuing charges of intimidation, conspiracy to commit intimidation, forcible entry, and theft of property because I lost all my property. And I'm concerned that this may have been an act of obstruction of justice relating to me trying to report the possible homicide of my mother. And if that's the case, I'm alleging that was an accessory to murder then. I know there's not much you can do, Meg, and I appreciate every time that I called. You have taken my call and spoken to me and taken your time to listen to me, and I thank you for that, Meg.
Okay.
And this is what I'm going to ask since we are where we're at. I'm putting in a FIPA application. If I was to put one directly to you, would you be able to retrieve all the available records between me and you, like whenever I called, things like that? I don't know what's there, but would you be able to personally retrieve that when I send in my application?
Not be able to, sir. That has to go through FIPA.
Well, that was the thing. Like I was banned from City Hall. And they won't let me access that part. So, and I'm alleging, because constitutional rights, that's our constitutional right to go to City Hall, right? There's a charge in the criminal code called disobeying a statute. And I'm alleging City Hall and the Winnipeg Police are disobeying my constitutional rights. So I'm alleging that there's a conspiracy to disobey my constitutional rights. So a conspiracy by the city to disobey the Constitution Act. I'm going to be going to CNN about this, and I have enough evidence to suggest that these crimes are amounting to high treason because I've been trying to report the Omar Carter deal. So the police officials and the judges and City Hall, the ones who are obstructing all of my complaints or acting as an accessory, I'm alleging, because I'm putting this in as the Omar Carter case as well, that this is now turning into high treason by Mayor Bowman and Chief Smyth and whoever else is doing this. So what I'll do then, Meg, is I'll put in the FIPA request, and hopefully, are you able to, is there records of me calling?
No, sir. Like, we just have this conversation. I don't make any notes of that. I just pass on your message to either a detective or different unit, but I don't keep track of that, sir.
Okay, because so there's absolutely no records of me calling into the chief's office other than, I guess, me and you just speaking. Like there's not.
Well, yes, I don't record these.
Okay.
I don't record these conversations that we have. I just pass on the messages.
Okay. Is there any records proving that I have called in the last 3 years?
Oh, absolutely. We're all aware that you have called.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, because that's what I'm trying to find out. And I found out that I'm concerned that my mother, who passed away, I think there's a major fraud. I think there's someone that are committing a fraud where they're saying she's still alive, or that I may have passed away, or something weird. But they're making fake.
I don't know that, sir. That's up to the investigating.
No, I know, ma'am. I know. Hear me out, and this is why I'm